Now, Rodriguez denies all the allegations. His lawyer, Joe Tacopina, also appeared on last night's 60 Minutes. Later, he issued a statement. It reads, in part, every MLB player and indeed every fan should not only be disgusted by tonight's Salem witch trials display, but they also should be deeply troubled by what it portends for the future trampling of players' rights and the distraction and damage this will cause to the game. Alex will continue to fight to vindicate his rights among the fans and in a genuine judicial forum.
The Players Union is also blasting Major League Baseball for speaking to 60 Minutes. Scott Pelley joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. Nora, great to be with you.
So why should we believe Tony Bosch now?
Well, Charlie, he's, as we said on 60 Minutes, he's told both stories. One, that he had nothing to do with this, and now has told the story that he had everything to do with it. But Bosch was a man who was caught in a vice. He claims that there were death threats against him. He was in fear of his life. So he decided to go to baseball, and baseball offered him a deal he couldn't refuse. They said that they would drop their lawsuit against him. They would indemnify him from any other legal proceedings in the future and provide him with 24-hour personal security. So he decided to work with baseball, tell his story, and he says that the text messages and other documents in the case back up his story.
So
now.
What kind of case will A-Rod's lawyers try to make now?
Well, they're going to go to federal court. A arbitration panel, as you know, decided over the weekend to essentially uphold the suspension of A-Rod. They reduced the games by a small number, but it takes A-Rod out of the game for an entire season. And so now the A-Rod defense team will try to go to federal court and ask a federal court to take up this case, alleging that there were improprieties in the arbitration hearing. But that is a very high legal bar, we're told by legal experts. It's very rare for a federal court to interfere in an arbitration case.
Bosch not only implicated Alex Rodriguez, but other players as well. How much is he being paid by Major League Baseball?
I'm sorry, how much is Bosch being paid?
Yeah, Bosch, yes.
Well, Major League Baseball will tell you that they're not paying him anything. However, it is also true they are paying for his lawyers, they are paying for his 24-hour security, and so that comes to some hundreds of thousands, if not a few $1,000,000. This is one of the points that A-Rod's defense team makes, that this is a paid witness. Baseball says, not at all. We are fulfilling our side of the obligation by paying his lawyers and for his security. We're not paying the witness himself anything.
You were also early involved in some of the people who indicted and implicated Lance Armstrong. Are there similarities here?
Well, there are similarities. One thing that is very similar, Charlie, is that both Alex Rodriguez and Lance Armstrong didn't fail a drug test. Alex Rodriguez will tell you, his defense team will tell you, that during this period of time he had 12 drug tests and every one of them was negative. Lance Armstrong would have said the same thing before he made his confession as well. So that's one similarity. Another similarity, if you believe the story that Bosch is telling, there is a great and intense interest by Alex Rodriguez in exactly how these products work and exactly how to use them. Very, very similar to what we later found out about Lance Armstrong.
All right, Scott, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Great to be with you.